Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. I have a lot of people, a lot of clients that have a lot of different crimes, and they want to know how it affects them. Okay, not every crime will put you in removal proceedings, and not every crime will keep you out of removal proceedings, even if you take the most care when pleading guilty and have an immigration attorney. The idea is to try to minimize the effects that will happen once you get put into removal proceedings. What you have to try to not do is commit an aggravated felony. Okay? If you commit an aggravated felony, then you're not going to be eligible for lots of different stuff if you get put in removal proceedings. You won't be eligible for cancellation of removal for non-permanent residents if you never received your green card. You won't be eligible for cancellation of removal for lawful permanent residents if you already have your green card. You won't be eligible for a waiver of adjustment of status unless you fall under a very narrow exception, which I've done a video on that somewhere. And you will unlikely qualify for most waivers with, again, some exceptions. So the first key is to not get an aggravated felony. Okay, now next, if you're going, obviously if you have a crime or going to plead guilty, you want to try to make it so that it's a crime upon which you're eligible for a waiver under immigration law, or it doesn't make you ineligible for cancellation of removal for lawful permanent residence. When you get into immigration court, if you meet all the other criteria and you already have your green card, then if it's not an aggravated felony, then you are eligible to apply for cancellation of removal for lawful permanent residence. And really, it's just a scale. You have the bad stuff on one side, which is the crime, and you have all the good stuff on the other side, which hopefully there's enough good stuff that you can weigh and allow the judge to get you your, get out of jail free card so that you can keep your green card, get the termination of the removal proceedings, and then leave. So that would be that. Now, ideally, there are crimes that won't even get you into removal proceedings, and those would be the best crimes, of course. I mean, it's not good to commit any crime, but that would be the best crime to commit where you don't have to worry about being put into removal proceedings. And as a side note, if you qualify for citizenship, you ought to get it, because when you commit crimes, the law allows immigration to come after you. If you're not a U.S. citizen. Now, if you're a U.S. citizen, immigration can't touch you. They can't deport you. They can't remove you. They can't exclude you. They can't detain you. They can't do any of that stuff. So if you want to just be safer, you should get citizenship. There's a lot of people who think if they, get citizenship that, their own country's citizenship's going to disappear. And the U.S. doesn't make one, choose between the other. I mean, the U.S. doesn't recognize dual citizenship. But if your other country does, then the U.S. won't take away that right, of course. So the crimes are key as to what crime, the length of the crime, the sentence, the type of crime, whether it's good moral character or, didn't have any mens rea type, it's a statutory crime. There's all kinds of stuff one needs to analyze. But do keep in mind that there are many crimes that will place one in removal proceeding if they commit. Okay.